Here, 273, what goes through your mind?
Shit, that's a hell of a day at the office, right? Nah, it just means, unbelievable play calling, quarterback looking at the defense and getting us in the right looks, and all 11 players dialing in and blocking. That means the receivers are getting to the secondary and doing their job. The line is taking care of things that they need to do, and the running backs are running damn hard. So it's a good day at the office, and it makes things a lot easier for everybody on the offensive side when you can run the ball. I think it was like 7 yards a carry or something like that. It was a fantastic day at the office.
Morgan, what was it like to have Robert back today and some of the other guys back?
Good. Obviously, when you lose a good amount of players and your head coach due to COVID and stuff like that, you get those guys back, man. It's a good thing, man, because now we went out there and played with a scarce football team, just having not having the numbers for backups and things like that. But I'm proud of the guys who showed up on Sunday and were able to play, because for sure they dialed into the details throughout the week, and was on it. And so we were able to go out there on Sunday and put together a performance that not perfect, but a good performance. We still have things to work on, but it's good to get those guys back in here so we can get the team together.
Was there any
Brian, you're late, Brian.
And that's a fine.
That's a fine, Brian.
We got our own kangaroo court. We got to start. But Morgan, was there any funny or fun welcome back moment with Robert today when he first showed up in the meeting or on the practice field when you guys first saw him? Describe that for us.
No, it wasn't. The big part of the morning, we're all on virtual and things like that. So, didn't really get to see him face to face until we got here on the field. But, obviously, I know for him, just knowing the type of personality that he has as a coach, man, it killed him not to be out there on Sunday. And he said it numerous of times from Saturday's meetings, Sunday meetings, and then after the game as well. So it's good to have him back, man, because he's a big part of this team, man. And he gets all the guys together and gets, he's an energy driver too, man. So get him back out there. We got 2 more games and to go out there and display. And it's just good to have everybody back.
Morgan, has McDermott been requesting more touches in the offensive meetings so far this week?
For sure. Anytime a big man catches the ball, he expects it every week. So we'll see. But way to show up, man. Like, we ran that play so many times throughout the week in practice, and obviously he's the last person that's going to catch the ball. But he got it thrown to him a couple times in practice, and he kind of showed his hand-eye coordination, that he's an athlete outside the tackle box, and he got his opportunity. And that's all we preached all week, was that, hey, we know we're up against COVID. We got guys out. We got our coach out. Who's going to who's going to have the next op? Who's going to have the next opportunity to showcase something great? And when your number's called and you display the things that he displayed on Sunday, he was ready. So he was ready for his op.
Can you describe what you see on tape from Tampa on defense? I mean, looking at it from 1,000 miles away, it looks like their stats aren't as dominant as they were last year. What do you see?
I played them last year in the playoffs, and their makeup is, they have a lot of great talent on both sides of the ball. Especially on defense with JPP and Shaq Barrett, and Sue, Vita Vea, all those guys are very talented guys, and they play hard all the way down to the backup. So for us, we have to come prepared. I know we had a great outcome of last week running the ball and things like that. But we got a playoff team that's coming, and they're not going to back down because they want to be able to go into the playoffs hot, obviously. And so, it's an opportunity for us to go out, this week again and go out there and put our best foot forward and get a win.
Morgan, speaking of their defense, what do you expect out of Todd Bowles in terms of blitzing? He likes to send guys a bit, and particularly with a young quarterback back there for you guys, are you expecting a lot of that on Sunday?
No, for sure. That's the thing about that defense is they have a lot of athletes around them on the ball and off the ball. If you look at their defense, they drop their DNs in pass coverage a lot. And they're able to do that because they have athletic players over there. So they'll send everything in. They'll send everything in the kitchen sink at you. So it's for our job up front to communicate with the quarterback, communicate with everybody across the line, and be on the same page, because that's all it's about, is being on the same page and executing. If we can do that, I think we'll be pretty good.
Morgan, is there any added pressure on an offense when Tom Brady's on the other side and you kind of expect that they're going to be able to put up some points?
I think when you look at that, you know who Tom Brady is. He's a walking Hall of Fame, man. He's had a hell of a career, and he's still having a hell of a career. But I think when you worry about other people and what they're doing, that's when you slow down and you miss your opportunity. So it's for us to just be able to focus on what we need to focus on Sunday, so we can execute and go out there and play the fastest and the best that we can. So for us, it's just to worry about us. We have to be on all 11 people on the field. On our offense, have to be dialed in and ready to go. We have to execute. We don't have to, change the game plan and look different because we're going against somebody else or going against Tom Brady and things like that. We just have to stick to our guns and play the game that we know we can play.
Morgan, Zach's been back for about 5 weeks now, I think, after the injury. What kind of growth have you seen in him? What differences do you see in him now, and we're entering January versus early in the season?
You see a guy that's getting better every week. He's a professional on and off the field, and he comes in every day and he demands. The thing that I'm starting to learn about him is, as he's getting comfortable, he's learning how to demand greatness out of everybody around him. And when you do that, and you have that type of player under center that demands greatness from every position, the sky's the limit for our offense. And it's hard to play QB in the NFL. It's hard to come in as a rookie and play QB. But he's gotten better, and that's the things that you want from a young guy, is just to see that he's not making the same mistakes, that he's getting better, he's trusting his reads, he's trusting his coaching, and he's trusting the people around him. And that's what he's doing. Obviously, we know he's a great player. He wouldn't have got drafted number 2 overall. I just think you're starting to see the playmaking ability that he's used to making starting to show up, because he's getting more comfortable within the scheme and with the players.
Morgan, I know he just got back, but how much fun is it to block for Michael Carter, and what have your impressions been of him this season? He just looks like a guy that just does not want to go down.
Well, I had the blessings to be able to train with Michael in Florida this summer before I even became a Jet. And I can tell you one thing: his work ethic every day coming into the building is an A+, and he just wants to get better. And he's a player that wants to win, and nobody doubts his toughness, his running ability. You see it on Sunday. His low center of gravity, his change of direction, all those things that you want as a running back, he has. And I look forward to seeing his career just getting even brighter as the years go.
When you say Zach has been demanding greatness recently, are you saying he's become more vocal in recent weeks?
For sure. Yeah, definitely became more vocal. He knows the play calls. He knows what his receivers has, and he knows he wants to run in a certain way. So he speaks up about that. And guys, when you have a quarterback that's young and he's demanding greatness out of everybody else there starts to trickle to that. It becomes contagious, and it becomes something that you want to be a part of. So when you have a quarterback like that, that speaks up. I've been around a couple of them myself, and Alex Smith and Kirk Cousins. And when they demand greatness, we have a quarterback under center that demand greatness from everybody else. It makes the offense run a lot smoother, because there's expectations that you have to meet now.
Morgan, you're a veteran. You've obviously experienced playoff runs and things of that nature, but you're also, getting a little bit older. Have you given any?
Gosh, come on, Connor.
getting it to this point of the question, which is just that, have you thought any more about if you'd like to return here next year, if that opportunity presents itself, if you'd want to stay with this team rebuilding up and up, or if at this stage in your career, would you rather go to a team that's maybe a little bit closer to perennial contention?
Well, I will answer this question as honest. And I would say, man, my time here has been amazing, dude. Like literally, man, this organization has been amazing from the custodians downstairs to everything about it. You hear the chatter in your ear about how bad the Jets organization is and things like that. And that hasn't been my makeup since I've been here, man. It's just, everybody's working to one thing, and that's just to be great, being able to showcase the best team that you can every Sunday. And as a veteran guy, that's all you can ask for, is to be able to line up with the best 53 guys, 11 on each side, 11 on special teams, and go out there with a winning effort and try to play football. I don't know what my future is, here or wherever the case is, but I know I got a lot of football left to play. I think this is a great organization, and I've had a lot of fun with the players here, getting to know these guys. And the most important thing, man, my family's had a great time here. My kids have had a great time being a part of a family organization here. So, we'll have to see, obviously, I would love to remain here as a Jet, but, obviously there's things that are out of my control, and all I can do is go out there and play football every Sunday and put my best foot forward. And, I think I've done that. I think I've shown leadership since I've been here, and I've had a damn great time since I've been here. So, I'm not worried about it. I'm just looking forward to coming out here these last 2 games and busting some ass, to be honest with you, man. I'm just having fun, man. I'm enjoying the guys. I've known some of these guys before I even got here, like George. I've trained with George in Florida. And so just being able to have those relationships, man, it's been great. So I thank everybody here, and I love it here, man. I like it a lot. So we'll see how it goes.